The call from the other side. That evening seemed ordinary. Snow was quietly falling outside, the streets were nearly empty, and the string lights in my room cast a cozy glow over my small workspace. I was sorting through emails on my computer when my phone, lying nearby, suddenly vibrated. An unknown number appeared on the screen. It was already late, but I decided to answer. "Hello?" I said. A faint whisper came from the other end. "Edward, help me." I froze. The voice was soft, feminine, and painfully familiar. I knew this voice, but I couldn't place where from. "Who is this?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. There was no answer, just rustling sounds and something that resembled wind. Then the call abruptly ended. I looked at my phone, but the number wasn't saved. I tried calling back, but the system informed me that the number didn't exist. That night was restless. I tossed and turned in bed, haunted by the voice from the phone. It wouldn't leave me alone. By morning, I remembered. The voice belonged to my Aunt Marion. Aunt Marion had been like a second mother to me. She cared for me whenever my parents were away for work, and she was the one who taught me to believe in miracles. But she had passed away 3 years ago. She died in a car accident on an icy road while driving to visit me. I tried to find a logical explanation for the call. Could someone be playing a cruel prank? Or had I imagined it? But deep down, I knew it was real. The next evening, I heard the phone ring again, the same number. This time, I answered quicker. "Edward, don't go there," the voice whispered. "Where?" "Marion, is that you?" I shouted. In response, I heard a strange noise like a heartbeat, and then the call cut off again. I didn't understand what was happening. These calls became a nightly occurrence. Sometimes I heard whispers, sometimes only static. Each time, Marion's voice sounded more desperate. A week after the first call, strange things started happening in my house. Pictures on the walls would shift as if someone had touched them. One morning, I found an old note from Marion on the kitchen table. A note I thought I had lost long ago. It read, "Listen to your heart." I realized I had to figure out what Marion was trying to tell me. Remembering her last words about "don't go there," I began to think of places connected to her life. On the third night after another call, I had a vivid dream. I saw the very intersection where the accident had occurred. In the snow, there was a clear message. There. Waking up in a cold sweat, I knew I had to go to the crash site. The following evening, I drove to the intersection where the accident happened. It was quiet and deserted. The snow-covered road signs stood eerily still. As I approached the site, my phone vibrated again. The same number was calling. "I'm here, Edward," the voice said. "Find me." "But where? What am I supposed to do?" I shouted into the phone. At that moment, I noticed something unusual. Near the edge of the road, among the bushes, was a small metallic object. I picked it up. It was a locket with Marion's picture inside, the same locket she always wore, but which was thought to have been lost in the crash. As soon as I touched the locket, the call ended. This time, though, I felt a strange warmth, as if someone was holding my hand. I brought the locket home. After that, the calls stopped, but I felt a deep sense of peace. I placed the locket next to Marion's photograph, and at that very moment, the string lights on my window lit up brightly, even though they hadn't worked before. I realized Marion had been trying to tell me she was still with me, watching over me. Since then, I no longer feel fear or sadness when I think of her. Instead, I know her love will always be a part of my life.